My wonderful, beautiful, amazing Scorpios. I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general reading of past, present, future 9-card spread. I'm going to be using the regular tarot deck, clarify the vampire deck, draw a special vampire card, draw a vampire oracle, and then draw 3 yes or no answers for thee. So let's get started on your reading. Okay, the general card is the Ace of Wands. So let's look at the first row, which is also your past. Start off with Temperance reversed, 5 of Pentacles, and 8 of Wands. Okay. Yeah, okay, it's like, let's look at these 2 cards because this is all about that there's going to be, there was quick and fast, movement or development in the past. So, but let's look at these 2, for example. The Temperance reversed, has, different meanings, but the first meaning is about that you feel imbalanced because normally with the Temperance upright, it's pretty much, feeling, serene and pretty much, calm and at peace within yourself. And, normally, it's like you would see, 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on land, just kind of that there's a balance between water and earth. But here it's kind of like, you pretty much feel, or you felt imbalanced about something. You felt kind of like out of it. And then, you get the 5 of Pentacles afterwards. Like this could have been, a combination of that you pretty much, hopefully you didn't have to resign of some kind or you weren't forced to get fired, hopefully. But I'm just kind of getting it, you felt incredibly imbalanced and you were either, pushed into a poverty situation or you were left out in the cold. Yep, it's like, it's sad, I more or less, I understand this combination because when I woke up from, my, after being turned into a vampire, the vampire just left me on the ground. So I was just more or less an opportunity or just potential snack for him. But, I felt incredibly imbalanced within myself. And I pretty much also, felt like I was left out in the cold. I felt like, I had nowhere, to go or nobody to talk to say, hey, I couldn't even go even to my family or parents for, I had to go into hiding because of this whole, vampire stuff. They probably, probably have me burned at a stake or something. But yeah, I know exactly how this combination was. But I love the fact, and this is, and this is for you, is that you are incredibly determined and strong and fixed like Aquarius, Taurus, and Leo. So you're incredibly determined in your own way to actually think, I'm not going to let this, situation have any more effect on me because I want change. Remarkable. And I know I'm not in, I'm impressed and I'm not, it's like I think this is, very beautiful and stuff like that because in current times you get 2 of Wands, meaning you're actually heading out or away from all of that negativity. 7 of Swords, there's honesty, stuff like that, because normally with the 7 of Swords upright it's kind of like being deceived and being conned by somebody. But yet somehow, you do have this kind of maybe side effect of feeling a bit of like there's nightmares and some kind of negativity, taking place real soon. This could still be like self-doubt in any way, It doesn't mean that there's going to be a nightmare taking place. But, like when you're about to leave something, and you're about to, take off and think, I don't want to be left out in the cold. I don't want to be put in a poverty situation. I'm heading out. I'm going to just, do whatever means necessary, by any means necessary, but to just get out into this world. I feel incredibly honest and really, happy about it. But yet, here's the self-doubt that still creeps in on you. Yep, it's like sometimes it happens, when you're about to like, head off into this world and stuff like that, you have this grand, beautiful idea thinking, yes, it's going to be wonderful and amazing and stuff like that. And then once the time comes, you think, what was I thinking? Yep, I know that feeling all too well. For the future, you get 9 of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. And Knight of Swords reversed. Okay, so what I'm getting here is, you're kind of worried about the future. And that's what I more or less is always remind the other zodiac signs as well about, especially the future section. Because, we have no control over the future. What I even mentioned to Libra before you is that, it's like when I woke up, or, when I was, cleaning up, from my, day as being a tarot reader, I was cleaning up my store, putting my cards away, and then the vampire just shows up and just says, I need personal reading and stuff like that. I had no any kind of vision about it. So, it's like, well, sometimes you deal with unforeseen circumstances. Now, you could see this as that, you're going to be basking in a beautiful, abundant situation, but yet there's going to be problems with Five of Wands, and you're going to feel, directionless and chaotic with the Knight of Swords reversed. But what I kind of sense is that, you're kind of worried since you've already dealt with the negative past experiences that you're pretty much, hopefully you're not one of those individuals that kind of clings on to the past and thinks, oh my goodness, am I going to be dealing with a poverty kind of situation real soon again? Am I going to feel imbalanced? Is this going to be chaos and crisis? Because the human, told me, it's like when he grew up and stuff like that, he's had also like a couple of negative experiences and stuff like that. And then sometimes, it's like when somebody says, well, why don't you try that out again or try something different? He freezes with fear and says, oh no, I can't do that because I'm worried it's going to happen again. Well, the thing is, it's like we have no control over what will even happen in a day, a week, a month, or something. But what you do right now will impact, what happens in a day or in a week or in a month or something. So, what I've told the previous zodiac signs is that it's, we have no vision over and either no control over, what happens. I had no control over that the vampire was going to kill me and stuff like that. No. So, it's like, but what I was doing is, it's like I was pretty much just, developing myself, and that's why I'm here, hopefully, guiding you all through this technology thing. For clarification, you felt incredibly imbalanced and stuff like that, though you could have a Sagittarius, you could have Sagittarius somewhere in your star chart, but you were incredibly strong. And like what I mentioned, it's like how you and Leo, I mean, my goodness, how does Leo, keep ending up in, your reading? Maybe you do have Leo somewhere in your star chart, but you remained incredibly strong, even though you probably felt overwhelmed and out of it and just thinking, I'm not sure if I can handle it, but what I love is how strong you all are. You may be a Scorpio or Scorpion, but the thing is you guys are incredibly strong and, in your own way. I mean, my goodness. Wow. So very beautiful. Man or woman, whoever. And I'm just very impressed, with this whole combination. For the Five of Pentacles, you got the Hierophant, okay? So the Hierophant is kind of like commitment. It's kind of like, marriage. It's like, following values, beliefs, stuff like that. But it's also kind of like looking at some upper individual and thinking, okay, it's like, what I see here is, you were left out in the cold or in some kind of poverty situation, but you asked, somebody, maybe could have been a Taurus, or it could have just been a grounded, down-to-earth individual. You are water sign, but sometimes, water and earth can really nurture and support each other in many ways. But maybe you asked somebody else for advice and guidance, and that's why you got the Eight of Wands afterwards to say, what, Scorpio, man or woman, well, you're just going to have to take off and leave this situation. If you don't like your current situation, you're going to have to change. And maybe that's what you were going through in the past. Wow. And, actually it's very beautiful. Sometimes it's good to actually ask, somebody who's either been down that road and has similar experiences, or maybe even the same experiences, to be able to help you out. So, for the Eight of Wands, my goodness, again, another Leo card with the Queen of Scepters. You were incredibly strong and courageous to want to take off away from the situation. Congratulations, my beloved Scorpio, man or woman, whoever is watching. But I just love the fact that you remained courageous and strong in your own way. Wow. I love that. It's a very, very good and strong and beautiful and confident combination. The fact that if you want to change something, it takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of, determination, tenacity to actually want to change something. It doesn't just happen overnight and like, okay, I want to start changing this and that. No. But I just love this combination. I just love whatever happened in the past for you. I'm impressed. But I'm not surprised, but I'm just very impressed. Two of Wands, you get fortune. My goodness. It's like everybody, should get fortune when they're about to, or this is like a reward kind of situation. You're changing yourself. You're heading out back into this world after probably some negative experiences. Wow, I'm impressed. And this is actually a really good thing is, maybe you are heading towards, you have some kind of fortunate moment, or maybe you're heading out into like your new home, your new job, or whatever it may be, but you're definitely heading off into some kind of fortunate situation. Wow. I'm so happy and so honored to be giving you this reading. Wow. For Seven of Swords, there's honesty and stuff like that. Because you get the Sun. What's up with these Leo cards, Scorpio? Okay, maybe you have Leo somewhere. What I see here is, everything is just going to work out fine, The thing is when you're about to embark on something, and this is for everybody, even when I woke up, or even a year after, I was just kind of wandering the streets at night, as a vampire, without even having a purpose or goal. The thing is, it's like, I see, it's like that you're finally coming to terms, with, you're finally actually overcoming something, and that's why, if you're afraid of of the unknown, for example, anything new, is, sometimes, the universe or whoever it is pretty much just says, it's going to be okay, because the sun is going to be shining for you. Wow. Oh my goodness, I'm just so honored to be giving you this reading. Nine of Swords, you're worried, but you get the Prince of Skulls, you get the Page of Pentacles. So the thing is, I understand how, if you're about to apply for a job, you're about to enter into a new job, you're about to do anything with career or money and stuff like that, it's always scary because of the unknown. You have no idea what's, to be expected. It's like even, the night before you go to bed, maybe this is like the night before you're about to head off to your new, first job, or maybe a transition job, whatever it may be. This is probably you the night before your career, but then this is going to be the day itself. Wow. I just see everything is just going to work out just wonderful for you, And the thing is what I love about is that you are actually changing, which takes so much guts, so much energy, so much strength and courage to be able to actually say, okay, I'm going to start changing everything because I don't want to live like that anymore. Wow. So for the Nine of Pentacles in the future, for abundance, you get Moon. So what I see here is, in order for you to actually get abundance and stuff like that, you're heading down this new path with the Moon. Because normally in the other tarot deck, you see this tiny little squiggly path, heading off towards the Mountain of Opportunity. And that's kind of what I see here for you, is that you pretty much, if you want to have this kind of abundance, you're going to have to follow this new path. And this could be, the Page of Pentacles, because the pages are all about going on a journey, whether it's the Page of Swords getting out there, whether it's the Page of Cups, having an idea that you want to bring forth into this world. The pages are all about going on a journey and stuff like that. So, but I love the fact, you do get the Page of Pentacles, but if you want this, you're going to have to follow this path of whatever it may be. Five of Wands, there's conflict and competition, but there's justice. So, you're probably, we're probably going to be, competing or maybe combating. It's not really combat, but it's more or less a competition kind of situation. If you want to have this job, I see you actually getting this job. Even though this is a Libra card, you have Libra somewhere in your star chart, but this is actually saying, it's a very, balanced kind of competition between me and the other, competitors in this world, but everything is just going to be okay. Wow. For the Knight of Swords reversed, you get the second Five of Wands. So what I actually see here is, you're kind of worried about, that, you're going to be facing, you are going to be facing, some kind of, competition kind of situation. But you're worried, that it's not going to work out and stuff like that. But my beloved, beautiful, amazing Scorpio, as long as as long as all systems go, let's say, that's the best way I can say it. Then everything should work out. If all the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, you studied for your exam, you actually you practice a lot of job interviews, you know exactly, the exact words and phrases to use to win over whoever, you're trying to win over and stuff like that. To be honest, I think you're going to be A-okay, because this is kind of like thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to be in a directionless situation, and there's just, too much competition for me. Well, I just only see this as internal fears. Okay. Your special vampire card, you get the Knight of Pentacles. Something is definitely heading towards you slowly, but surely. You're probably going to, get that job, my beloved Scorpio, or career or path. I would actually, just keep up the beautiful practice, just kind of just keep, brushing up on your skills in any way and doing whatever you need to do. And just, be like the Knight of Pentacles, even though you are a water sign, and this is an earth card. The thing is, you know, it's like slow and steady wins the race. So, wow. Let's see what the Oracle has for my beloved Scorpios. Natural, authentic, real, and organic. So what I'm kind of, you know, getting here, you know, man, woman, blonde, brunette, redhead, is just be yourself. You know, be the authentic person, be the real and organic, down-to-earth individual. And don't feel like that you have to try, you know, too hard to win somebody over. Just be yourself. You know, don't, you know, it's like, you know, sometimes it's good to put up a bit of a, a mask of some kind, you know, just kind of, keeping, like, you know, well, some, you know, parts of yourself to yourself. However, just if you want to actually, we'll win somebody over, it's just, you know, he'll show them, you know, how loving, caring, supportive, hardworking, determined, and tenacious in any way, you know, if any of those, you know, words apply to you in any way, but just be your true self, and eventually, you know, everything should just work out. Well, okay, I'm going to finish off with 3 yes or no cards. Please feel free to pause this video, think about the questions you want answered, because for number 1, sadly, you get no with the Ace of Cups reversed. Yes with the Knight of Wands upright. And yes with the Four of Swords reversed. So my beloved Scorpios, I'm going to have to leave it at this, but if this reading resonated, please feel free to join and subscribe on more Vampire Journey towards the future. I just want to thank you guys incredibly so much for supporting me and my channel. I love you guys incredibly. In a few days, I'm going to go back to love rings. I'm going to go back and forth between general love for now, but I just want to say how much I admire and appreciate you all. So thank you all so very much.